Welcome to FOH. This week we're doing the Romeo and Julieta pyramids, the Anejados. This box here is from RAS March 09. The boxes that I've seen are from 08 and 09. Of course, Kenny, this is a program, a highly strategic program by Anejados, where they...
To make something you can't pronounce.
Anejados, it's not that hard.
Say that again?
Anejados.
Yeah.
But apparently these were boxed and put away in 08, 09. No one knew. It's part of their age program, right?
Someone stuffed up.
Yeah. No one knew. They kept a secret for these resultant, 6 years. And they've just released them on the market now. These are just ahead of the Monte Cristo Churchills, which are also being released. Anejados. Anejados means aged.
Okay.
For that period of time. So we're looking forward to those as well. A lot of controversy on these. A lot of people believe these are the same cigars that were released between 2000 and 2003. R&J Pyramids, which didn't sell, which were one of the most detested cigars ever released by Habanos. And they found a way of moving them. Having said that, if you look at these bands...
They printed new bands?
No. They're all loose. Yours loose?
Look, it's not glued on, but it's, no, mine's acceptable.
Have a look at the picture of that wrapper as well. I never saw decent wrappers on those ones from 2000 and 2003. But the most important thing is...
So is what you're saying that these are the cigars from 2003 that have been put
Some
aside?
people are suggesting, and not that we would suggest that Habanos would do this.
The bloke on the grassy knoll had one?
that they're actually, they found a way of using those cigars again. But I'll give them some credit. I've seen enough boxes of these. I haven't had one yet. In fact, I purposely didn't have one until we have one together. Some people are calling them magnificent, other people are calling them crap. It's a complete divergence.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yep. Have one first, then come see it.
No. As we've got, if we get through this quickly enough, we've got Kiva Robustos. Stop talking and smoke. We're
going to find out today.
Only get to the key.
What I will say this is how good are those wrappers, and how good is this box here. Aroma cold wrappers. No.
Yeah, lovely
beautiful aroma.
Yeah.
Great wrappers. That's consistent amongst all the boxes that I've seen, which is not very different to 2001 and 2003 stock. Let's see how they go. The draw is perfect of mine.
A little bit loose. Sorry, the draw. Left-hand draw.
Which gives you an idea that they... Yeah, okay. So we're going to start this up and come back to you shortly. But from a presentation perspective, excellent. Kenny, I'm going to go to you first on the first third of this Anejado.
Of what? You got a cold. Cough it up. Well, it started very well. It was lovely, that sort of, we talked about the sweet chocolates and cherries and things. It was a lovely start. But it's regressed a bit for me. It's not as, it sort of quickly went to a bit of a bitter character, quite earthy.
Still there. I've got it starts, in fact, for most of that first third was cherry ripe, really. Half the first third.
Half the first third,
half the third was cherry ripe. I'm not sure you guys get cherry ripe overseas, but cherry covered in chocolate, which is pretty much what it is.
But just,
I'm getting more. It's evolved into an earthiness, but not a bitterness in there.
I got a bitterness character in there. Yeah.
Surprised. These aren't. These are certainly not the 01s or 03s, because they were just acrid. Or maybe. But to me, this is still very, very nice. Okay, we're going to come back and see whether this continues through into the second third. Because if it does, we've got a serious flaw in our hands.
When you say our hands, I don't have to sell them.
Seriously, there's always another cigar to sell them. I know that annoys the hell out of you, Habanos, in PCC.
Whoever found these hidden away, go and sack them.
There you go, let's bag it another cigar.
They should have left
them. Cut the order.
They should have left them hidden.
I want to get that cherry ripe back.
Yeah, I was like, well, it was only, for me, it was only that first half inch or so. It was lovely, and I thought, oh, this is going to be terrific.
Still got it there, but also I can now starting to get that almost like a metallic texture to it.
Yeah, the metallic. You mentioned acrid. There's a bit of.
Well, it's building there now. You just like yours. Look at that.
Yeah, see, I'm a bit further down.
Yeah, a bit further down. Yeah, you are. Okay, so you've hit it first.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. Such a beautiful start. Ooh. Back to you shortly. Ooh.
Steve Bradbury in reverse.
Second third of the Anejados from Romeo and Julieta, the pyramid. We got through that nasty little period of metallicness.
Mine's still got a bit of it, but it's certainly not as bad as it was.
Yeah, came through it. Still there, still touch on the edge. You can see some of that.
I'm still there, yeah, just a little bit. And it's not making it but it's coming and going a bit. It's sort of quite bizarre. And it goes back to that sort of cherry chocolate, and then that seems to fade away, and you get more bitterness. And as you said, it does evolve.
It's evolving. It's got complexity. This is one of those examples where you're getting complexity, but you actually want to retain some of those grape flavours and get rid of some of the ones that are annoying the crap out of you. Can't remember having a cigar like this for a while. Normally, if they're bad, they're bad, and this has got elements of greatness and then elements of atrociousness.
Greatness
we're back to good.
Easily these days.
No, that first third, I loved it. If that was like that the entire thing,
the whole way,
great cigar. It'd be a 96-point cigar.
Yeah.
Then we hit that metallic period, just towards the end of the first third, and it was seriously an 84 ranked cigar.
66.
Oh, whatever. 84. 84 is a technical fail in wine, isn't it?
No.
What is a technical fail in wine? Wine scores.
Well, that's seriously. You got half an hour?
No, just the abridged version.
I'm not sure there is an abridged version.
Okay. Well, let's call it an 82, right, or 79 for that period of time.
It's varied. In the old days, 80 used to be a reasonably acceptable for a decent value wine, and 80 wasn't a bad score. But everyone just marks higher and higher and higher these days, and now anything under 90, people think, oh gosh, that can't be any good.
Ken always ranks 94, 95.
That is not true.
Wine judging. Always.
Well, it's only
the junkets stop if you don't grade a parley.
Is that why I'm sitting at home doing this with you? And they're not junkets if you're on them.
Good point. Good point.
They're only a junket if you don't make it.
So we're going to come into the last third of this and see which one, where the Jekyll of Hyde turns up.
Yeah. Which is the bad guy?
Dr. Jekyll?
Dr. Hyde?
I can't remember. I never watched the movie.
It was actually a book first.
Was it? Last third of the Anejado.
Well, I'm sailing along in chocolate and cherry again. It goes up, down, and whilst you've been off air, as it were, we've had some absolute crap. It's like two people made this, and your turn, your turn, your turn, your turn, and one of them can do it, and the other one's...
I actually haven't had a cigar like this before.
I can't remember anything.
And I've never had a cigar that actually... Like, we've had about 6 evolutions through this cigar, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
About 6 evolutions.
You might have 1 or 2, even 3 maybe, but never good, bad, good, bad, good, bad, good, bad.
Good. So then comes... Yeah. So and the other thing which amazes me is that we've both had the same evolution at the same point of the cigar.
Yeah. And you can't assume that we've just got 2 weird cigars out of the box. You've got to assume that's going to happen throughout that box.
They've been blended identically.
Yeah. Yeah.
I must say I'm quite stunned. We've gone from that cherry ripe chocolate to metallic rubbish to the chocolate comes through, not to the same extent.
No, it's never been quite as much as right at the beginning.
Then it went through that metallic stage again, briefly, but it was still there. And then we're back in this beautiful cherry chocolate at the end.
That first time, when we started to go from the really beautiful chocolate and cherry into that bitterness, I thought, I'd throw this.
I was tempted to say, well, let's just cut it and go.
But no, it's... and I guess, not pointing fingers at anyone, but anyone who reviews a cigar, not on the entire cigar, but on the first little tiny bit. Well, if you did the first half inch, you'd think it gorgeous. If you did the first inch, you'd think it crap. So it's very strange.
So how would you rate it? I mean,
Well, that's what's.
I mean, I'd be thinking, just thinking right now that I'd rate it an 89.
Yeah, I reckon the problem is that there are enough of those unpleasant bits that it drags it down. And I mean, I would not be, I wouldn't buy them.
No.
I've got no idea of the price, but I wouldn't be buying them because of that. Even though parts of it are lovely. 87, 86, 87.
Yeah. Well, it's great. It is a mid-90s.
But at its best, it's way up in the 90s.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's way up in the 90s.
The only thing I could suggest as well, it could be, could be the way they are, or it could be that, I mean, these just arrived off the boat, not that they're fresh, but they could use some time down.
The man on the grassy knoll, what they've done is they've got those 03s and they've shoved in a few other little good bits.
That's really interesting review. That was...
It's different to anything that I've done.
I don't know, what I'll do, if you want boxes, you can have boxes. But I'll do some cheap samples on these. And in fours, I'll do them in fours. So get a couple of mates around and see if you get exactly the same or something similar to what we've got here. And I think you'll be intrigued on this one.
And I'm starting to swing back to bitter
Right at the
just
end?
at this stage, yeah.
In the end there?
I'm a bit further advanced than you.
No, you are, aren't you?
In every way, in every possible way.
Every possible way. Dementia.
Great. Great. Seriously.
You said that twice.
I'm just looking at someone who thinks there were dinosaurs on the Earth 6,000 years ago.
Well, thank you for sharing this review with us. We'll be back next week.
I'll be on a junket.
We're going to be seeing where we're reviewing the Cahiba Robusto from El Laguito.
Oh, yes, next week.
MUO, May 14. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.